everyone! Welcome back to my channel. This week I'm doing a French draw my manicure video. For this video I sent a request to 3 of my sweet friends who said that they would draw a design for me to recreate. All I did was send them a picture of my naked nails and they used their Snapchats to draw a nail design for me, and I decided to put it on my actual nails. So if you guys want to see what my friends came up with and how I turned it into a real mani, then keep watching. So the first one of my friend's drawings that I'm gonna recreate is from my friend Emma, and she sent me this. Basically, I'm gonna try to color match this as best I can. We'll see. All right, so I'm back and I think I figured out what colors I'm gonna use. Not totally sure, but I think this is what I'm gonna roll with. So for the thumbnail, I found this blue. It is Astronomical by Maniology. This is actually a stamping polish, but it is the closest that I have to the color that Emma picked. So I'm gonna roll this and see if it'll work okay as a base polish. I don't know why it should be a problem, and I'm not doing any kind of crazy funky design. So I think it'll be okay, but we'll see. So for the pointer finger, I'm gonna go with this green. I think this is a little more neon and less blue than the green that Emma picked from her drawing, but I'm gonna use this because I think this is the closest thing I have. And again, this is another Maniology polish that's a stamping polish, so hopefully it will work like a normal polish. Next, for the middle finger, I picked this Sally Hansen polish. This is in the color Mellow Yellow, and this one, again, isn't quite a perfect match. I think the color that Emma drew is a little more mustardy looking, but this is the closest thing I have, so I'm gonna go with this one. And for the ring finger, I have another Maniology polish. I think this is the closest thing in my collection that I have to the color Emma picked, and this one is called Rose Garden. Like with the other ones, this is a stamping polish, so hopefully it goes well. So lastly, for the pinky finger, I'm gonna use this KB Shimmer polish. It is called So Fetch, and I don't think it's quite exact to what Emma drew. I think what Emma picked out is a little more purple, but I'm gonna roll with this. So for the actual French tip part, I'm gonna use this white. It is called White On. It's by Sally Hansen. And I think that is all the polishes I'm gonna be using for this, aside from like base coat and a top coat. Let's see what we can do with this design.
Alright, so first off, I'm going to start by painting my thumb with this blue polish. This is Astronomical by Maniology. Next, I'm going to be painting my pointer finger with this pretty neon green. This is Empire Club by Maniology. Next, I'm going to paint my middle finger with this yellow polish. This is Mellow Yellow from Sally Hansen. For my ring finger, I'm going to be using Rose Garden by Maniology. And last but not least, for my pinky finger, I'm going to be using this polish from KB Shimmer. This is called So Fetch. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 coats of each polish just for full opacity. And then I'm going to be going over each nail with my favorite top coat just to seal that all in before I go ahead and do the design. And then for the French tip, I'm going to be using White On from Sally Hansen. And I am also using my nail art brushes from Twinkle Tea. And I'm just kind of going straight across my thumb, kind of trying to go down and angle it a little bit on the edges. And then as I continue to do the design, I'll go ahead and continue the angle and kind of just do whatever feels right to get the right shape for my nail. I don't really have a special technique for this. I just kind of go for it and see what looks best on my nails. And here is the final look. This is the rainbow French tip from my friend Emma. I love how this look came out, and I hope you guys love it too.
So the next manicure that I'm gonna recreate is one that my friend Kyle drew. Here it is, this is what he drew. So for this manicure, I'm gonna need a couple colors and some gradient stuff. All right, so I'm back and I think I found the polishes for this one. I definitely needed a white and a black. These are just my Sally Hansen black and white polishes. This is white on and this is black out. And then for the rest of the gradient, I have this polish. This one, I don't think even has a shade name that's on here. It does, it's called Impatient. This is an LA Colors one. I just got this one from Walmart. It was pretty cheap, so hopefully it works well and hopefully it will blend well in a gradient. And then for the last two shades that I'm gonna be using, these kind of help finish the blue ombre effect. This is by Sinful Colors. This is called Sail La Vie. And then for the lighter blue, I'm gonna be using this Essie polish. This is Bikini Sotini. So hopefully these all blend well together. We will find out. So now that I've picked out my polishes, I'm gonna start with the mani recreation.
All right, so for this mani, I'm going to be starting off with Bikini Sotini from Essie, and I'm going to put that as the base color on all of my nails. And then I'm going to use this Edge Perfection. It is like a liquid latex so that my cuticles don't get super messy while I do the gradient. For the gradient, I'm starting with Impatient from LA Colors, going in next to that with Bikini Sotini. Then on top of that, doing C'est La Vie from Sinful Colors. And I'm going to go back and put Blackout from Sally Hansen under the purple. And now I'm going to use my makeup sponge and sponge this gradient onto all of my different nails. Now time to peel it off. I don't know about you guys, but I keep hearing Simply Nailogical's voice in my head every time I peel off liquid latex. I'm a bad YouTuber and I forgot to record this, but I used White On from Sally Hansen to paint on the moons using my Twinkle Tea nail brushes, and then I'm just going to finish this off with a scattered taco from Holo Taco. And this is the finished look. I really like how this came out and I think it's super, super cute.
So for the last of the manicures that my friends drew for me, I'm gonna be recreating this one that my friend Kaelyn drew. Here it is, super pretty little koi fish pond type of thing. Like with the last two manis that I recreated, I'm gonna go find the polishes that I need to do this one and then I'll be right back. All right, so I am back and I think I picked out the polishes. The first polish that I'm gonna use for the base color is this Essie color. I just used this in the other mani I recreated, but again, this is Bikini Sotini and this is gonna be the base color. And then for the green, like lily pad type things that are in there, I actually didn't have just like a normal mint green polish. So I'm gonna be trying to combine two and hopefully it will work. For the base part of the little lily pads, I'm gonna use Pinkies Up from ILNP. This is like a kind of bluish mint green with some gold speckles in it. And then to make it a little bit more green and less blue, like in the picture Kaelyn drew, I'm gonna try to layer this Essie polish on top, and this one is Peppermint Condition. And then to create the koi fish, I have three colors I'm gonna be using. Obviously, I need my black and white again, so I'm gonna be using White On from Sally Hansen and Black Out from Sally Hansen. And then I think the last polish that I need for this is like a reddish orange, so I'm gonna be using this one. This is another Sally Hansen polish, and this one is called Hail Cherry. And I think, to my knowledge right now, before I'm recreating this one, those should be all the polishes I need. So without further ado, I'm gonna try to recreate this one and hopefully I can do it justice because this one's really cute.
All right, so like the last manicure, I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 coats of Bikini Sotini by Essie on all of my nails as the base for this manicure. While that is drying, I'm going to start on the fish decals that I'm going to make using my Twinkle Tea Glamour Matte. For the body of the fish, I'm using white on from Sally Hansen, and I'm just painting the outline of the fish from the picture that Kaelyn sent me. Once I get the outline right, I'm going to go over it again with the white on just to try to make sure that it is thick enough. And then for the spots, I'm going to use Hail Cherry from Sally Hansen and just kind of paint spots wherever I feel like they should go. To finish these off, I'm using Blackout from Sally Hansen just to finish the outline of the fish, like from the picture that my friend sent me. And I think that they turned out pretty cute. Let me know what you guys think. Then, so that they will peel up, I'm using my favorite top coat to just go over them. And then next, I'm going to be using Pinkies Up from ILNP to make a lily pad type of shape for my koi fish pond. To add another element of glitter, I'm using Peppermint Condition from Essie. This one is iridescent, and I think by layering this over Pinkies Up, it looks really cute. I'm also going to be using White On from Sally Hansen, again, to make kind of dots that look like bubbles. I'm just using 2 different sized dotting tools to achieve this effect, but I think it's a good accent nail since it would be a lot to put one of these fish decals on every single nail. Now I'm just peeling up my fish decals, and so that I can stick it to my nail, I'm going to go ahead and put some top coat on the nail beforehand. Then I'm just peeling the decal up with my tweezers and placing it on the nail. I pressed it in a little bit with my finger. I probably should have cut this down, but it worked. And to finish it off, I'm going to use a coat of top coat. And here is the finished product. I am in love with how these came out.
All right, so I think that is it for this week's video. Those are the 3 designs that my friends drew and I created. If you liked seeing me recreate their drawings, and make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below telling me which of the 3 was your favorite design. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my other videos. And if you want to keep up with me on other platforms, you can follow my Instagram at sfbnails, or I will also link it in the description. I think that's it for this week, so I will see you guys next week with another video. Bye!